adding some olive oil.
Okay, before the video gets started, I have all my windows open because it stopped raining. The dogs are outside in the dog run, and my 14-year-old is downstairs playing Apex. So if you hear somebody screaming like they're being attacked, that's my 14-year-old. So let's get going on this.
Oil and some butter to a pan. Then I'm going to add, I added 4 cloves of crushed up fresh garlic to the oil and butter. And after that's browned, the garlic is browned and cooked well, I add a couple tablespoons.
I don't understand why you need both oil and butter. I think just butter would have been sufficient if you're making a roux.
Or so of some white flour to make a roux.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right here. Those bits of garlic are burnt, so when you burn your garlic or your onions, you're gonna get a bitter taste in whatever you're cooking, and it will permeate throughout whatever you're cooking. So those are way too overcooked, Chantal.
And then I'm going to add some cream, and this is about 1.5 cups of cream and some water mixed in as well. And once it's thickened up, I'm going to add some...
If you're going to use water, why not use the pasta water? That would be a better thickening agent since it probably has starch from the pasta, Chantal.
Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese. And
that's not real cheese, that's crap.
Around and let everything cook down for a little while.
This is a fight in our household. I like freshly grated Parmesan. My husband likes that Kraft stuff, so I have to get both. I don't like the Kraft stuff because you don't know what's being put in there.
And it should thicken up nicely and get nice and bubbly. The roux will thicken up the sauce. And this is what it looks like when it's pretty much ready. Now we're going to add the fettuccine noodles. And here you have it. It all mixed together. All right, looks delicious. Let's eat. My goodness. Hello.
Wow, here we go at the serving platter again.
Welcome to a mukbang video.
Oh, we're back to the mukbang.
I have my homemade Alfredo and some spicy zinger drumsticks. Okay.
The frozen chicken.
And some parm, of course.
That's fake cheese.
Put parm on that. Bismillah. I need some water. It is so hot in the kitchen with the door closed when I'm cooking. Oh, that was noisy.
She holds that like a baby bottle. Look at the baby.
I have to use both hands for this huge bottle. All right, I'm so hungry. Let's dig in. I want to try this Alfredo. I haven't had Alfredo and feels like forever. It was forever.
Another diabetic-friendly meal for you, Chantal. Wow.
Let's take some bites here. Man.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I promise I'm not gonna use the Lord's name in vain. I promise some viewers. So I apologize.
The best Alfredo sauce I've ever tasted. Wow. I like it garlicky. If you don't like a lot of garlic, just use less. I used 4 cloves.
I would probably use more than that. I like garlic as well.
So creamy.
Oh my God. Again, I'm sorry.
Hot.
It's a habit. It's hard to break it.
Ooh, that's spicy. The wings are just, these chicken legs are just like from a box, frozen. So, they come 8 in a box.
You have,
I love parm cheese. Now, I told this story before.
Did you notice that before she had that jump cut right there, that her hijab was falling or slipping a little bit on her chin, and you can actually see one of her chins?
Or I think in a live stream.
There's some you need more cheese, Chantal?
So I want to welcome you to my channel. Please don't be afraid to speak up in my comments.
Be afraid to speak up because if she doesn't like what you say, you're blocked.
I also just want to say,
and she will block you. I mean, if you don't even say anything offensive to her, if you were trying to give her some health advice or anything like that, she will block you. If she's in the mood, she doesn't give a crap. She'll block you. So be warned.
that it's much appreciated. So yes, your viewership is much appreciated. And you know, there's millions of channels on YouTube, and you're watching me, so awesome. Thank you.
Wow,
now,
Amy's life journey vibes.
I had an embarrassing situation. Okay.
Poo-poo's in the kitchen.
Here in Kuwait.
There's probably been multiple.
Now, there's a lot of cultural differences from where I come from. I'm a Westerner. I come from Canada. Canada is very open socially, meaning if you hiccup or something like that are loud in public, no one really notices.
That's not true, Chantal. That's not true at all. Why, yes, there is some cases of people, you know, displaying that type of behavior, but it's not, everybody's not going around burping, farting, slurping, doing all this kind of crazy crap that you do. So stop trying to paint the Western world like you want it to be, because it's not. So shut up.
But here,
wait, I want to pause. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, that seems kind of tight. You could see around the top of the ring, there's some indentation from the swelling.
it's not like that. Culturally, some things are generally just avoided in public if possible.
That's not... First of all, that's not a cultural thing, Chantal. That's a human thing. It's called being raised with manners and not being rude in public. That's in every country in the world.
Or like frowned upon.
The face banks are slipping again because of the chicken. Look at the chins. Oh my god. I almost said it. Trying to be good.
So, oh, they're spicy.
I don't understand why you keep biting it then. Oh, it's spicy. Let me keep biting.
Salah and I went shopping.
Just throw it on the floor. There you go. Throw it down there.
One day, we needed, what did we need? I can't remember. I think I wanted some, oh, that's when I got my new Skechers. I wanted my own prayer mat.
Oh, I wanted to make a comment. In my last video, I said I spent an obscene amount of money. I went grocery shopping and I went to Sam's Club, and then I went to Pavilions. I don't know, Vaughn's, I guess. Because I like to go to different stores because I look at the sales to see, you know, what's on sale. When you go to Sam's Club, especially really early in the morning, they have like a lot of markdowns on their meat. So I spend a lot of money on buying meat, you know, that I separate and I put into bags for like every day of the week, because I cook meat every day of the week, maybe one day of the week. If we get takeout, like that might be the odd day that I don't cook. We either eat leftovers or I'm cooking. So that's the obscene amount of money that I spent.
My own prayer rug, some Skechers, some towels, new towels.
What an exciting life you live, Chantal. New towels.
Just
wow.
some things for the home.
A home?
So
what home? Isn't that an Airbnb?
It's like a department store, I guess. And it was pretty packed. I think it was a weekend.
What do you mean you think? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, look at that shot. You think it was a weekend. Weren't you out shopping? You do not know if it was the weekend or not? Wow.
Spicy.
Oh, the baby bottle. Look at goo goo gaga.
If you're wondering why there's hardly ever any people in public, they mostly, like to come out in the evenings or on weekends here.
And as well as a lot of countries told their embassies to have the people evacuate from specific countries in the Middle East. So that's probably why there's not a lot of other people there, Chantal.
Nah. It's spicy. Hot.
Go away.
So we're in the department store, and I had just gotten a new phone too.
Why? Did you throw the other one against the wall?
But then since then I went back to Android.
Yeah, because the filters are better on Android, that's why.
And by the way,
in fact, wasn't this, what is she talking, isn't this a story from when she was barely there? I swear I remember, didn't she like have a new iPhone and then she gave it to Salah because she said she didn't like it that much? So is this a story from then or a recent story or a made up story? I don't know.
pasta's al dente. There's tons of people around. And we're looking at different things.
Left hand, Chantal, haram, unclean hand.
And there were a ton of people around me. Like, I know I say that, but like,
It's probably like three people. 3 people.
Okay.
They're looking at me. Help.
And everyone just kind of minds their own business. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I hiccup, like, but it was like a kind of a hiccup burp.
Oh, wow. How embarrassing. I'm sure they knew exactly where that came from. Which person that is. Oh my God. Sorry.
And it came out of nowhere.
Said it again, sorry.
Like, of course when we're in public, I pulled everything in.
Wait, you hold everything in and then what, you just explode when you get home? Wow. Every man's want and desire is sitting right there eating that fettuccine.
But the thing is,
Maybe that's why the plastic was still in the car.
the hiccup came first.
Because she holds it all in.
So I couldn't really...
Go ahead and gnaw that gristle off that bone. We know you want to do that,
control the burp coming after. So... I have a hair in my eye.
Are you sure it's not diabetes?
Cat hair or something. And I don't want to touch it because I'm eating something spicy. So anyway, immediately my husband looks at me like he's shocked, like he doesn't know what to do.
I know what he probably wanted to do. Run away. Who's this
And
woman? I don't know
like,
her.
everything goes silent and everyone is staring at me. Like, everyone is looking. And I don't get embarrassed easily, but
Oh Lord, my
I
dogs are
guess I felt
barking if you can
embarrassed
hear
for
them.
my husband.
Wait a minute. You felt, I mean, wouldn't that be your cue to like do something about your health, Chantal? If you felt embarrassed for your husband. So if you care anything about your husband, if you care anything about his reputation in that community there, wouldn't you want to be not so embarrassing to your husband? Wouldn't you, Chantal? Wouldn't you? LOL.
And I know you're thinking, well, it happens. Yeah, but everyone was staring.
It doesn't happen. I'm going to tell you this. I was raised by my grandmother who's from Portugal. And, you know, old fashioned, Roman Catholic, strict. She raised me never to do these things in public and not even to do these things in front of my husband. So, no, Chantal, these things do not happen with everybody, especially if you are raised with manners.
I think I got the hair. Ooh, spicy.
This makes no sense to me. Why do you keep eating it if it's that torturous to eat? Let's go in for another one.
It was so embarrassing, kind of like. But you know when I'm nervous, I laugh.
Yeah, that god awful Pee Wee Herman laugh.
So I kind of laughed about it.
Sorry for using the G word. I know people are probably annoyed for me continuing to say I'm sorry.
It was loud. Like, I don't want to recreate it there, but loud to resonate throughout the store.
I wonder if there's a security cam footage of this.
So after that settled
if there
down
is, somebody release it.
Their way doing whatever. We're looking through gym equipment.
Gym equipment. LOL.
And like the sporting section. This is right around when we were starting the gym.
Oh, then this is the story from then. I remember this trip to the store then. There's a video of it.
To check for to help Salah look for a size. Like his size and like these arm cuff things for the gym.
Arm cuff things for the gym? What's an arm cuff thing for the gym?
Okay. And I forget my phone.
Wait a minute. Has he gone to the gym ever since he was lifting, what was it, the 25 pounds or whatever he was lifting? Looking like a fool. Was that the only trip to this gym I think he took?
Brand new iPhone, and like, Salah paid cash for it.
Why? Was it a burner phone? You know, clearly, this video is for feeders, and I think this is just my opinion. I feel that Chantal and Amberlynn Reed have a feeder in common. The heart necklace they both wear. We haven't seen. I'm sure Chantal still wears it, probably under her hijab. the heart necklace that Amberlynn wears. I don't believe their story that it's from Torrid or Grandma or wherever the story came from on either side. I think they wear that to cue whatever feeder sends them money, and that's like a special message to him or her. And as well as that, Chantal right now, how she had that sauce all over her face, and then she looks straight into the camera. 100% this is feeder content. I don't understand why they just don't admit it.
In Canada,
maybe that's part of the
used to just pay
contract.
monthly for my phone, like
Not to admit
on
it.
a contract.
Oh, contract. Ooh.
But Salah hates doing that, so.
So how do you pay cash for a phone then and have no contract? And have service?
He bought me my phone outright.
It's a burner phone?
And I think we got it like that day too. So.
It's a burner phone that can't be tracked. Is that why?
I didn't notice until we get to where I get my Skechers all the way in the shoe area.
Feeder content. Every time she does that, she looks into the camera. Why? For the feeder.
And I was like, wait, I want to film something. I noticed my phone's not there. My face got hot. My heart started pounding.
You know why you probably forgot the phone? Because you were so worried and so insecure about being out in public. You were probably paying more attention to all the people staring and looking at you in shock and disbelief than you were worried about the placement of the phone. That's probably why, Chantal. Feeder content. Her and Amberlynn do the same exact thing. Feeder content. Looking at the camera.
And I start like heading back towards, like we start like just, he was ahead of me, like trying to run because he's faster than me. And the sooner you get there, the better. So I'm following him.
I'm surprised he's faster than you with them glitter tits he has. They weren't jingling?
I'm full. Back to the sports area. And the phone is not there.
What do you mean the phone isn't there? I thought there's no crime in Kuwait. It's the Shangri-La of the Middle East, Chantal. Just like a peaceful, no crime, no drinking, no prostitution, none of that shenanigans going on over there. What do you mean the phone was gone?
So, I'm freaking out. I'm feeling so bad. I don't remember how much the phone was. It must have been like almost, I don't know. They're like, what, almost $2,000 for a brand new one? Like 14 Pro Max?
I call bullshit on that.
Maybe a little bit less. I don't know. Anyway, it was expensive. So, Salah goes up to one of the workers and is like, did you see a phone? Did anyone report a phone? And he's like, oh yeah, you lost your phone, you know. It's in the security office. And I just like, oh my gosh, thank you.
You're lucky.
Thank you. So, we went to the security office and he showed ID. And, I don't know why he had to show ID. It's not like they would know whose phone it is, maybe? Oh yeah, if you unlock the phone, it would be in there, yeah.
Duh.
That's true. So, that was embarrassing as well. Because, again, I made a kind of a ruckus. Because, like, most
A ruckus?
people...
What now?
Especially women are kind of like more quiet in public, especially.
Isn't that
very modest behavior? And my behavior was anything but modest. I was like freaking out, calling after him. I was like, oh no, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. People were like looking at us. It was totes.
really, Chantal? Really? You caused that type of a ruckus for a phone? Wow.
Embarrassing. I was more just like, I didn't even think of anyone around us, you know?
Exactly.
I was just more concerned with like getting the phone back, you know?
That, like I said, you were probably concerned about the people around you looking at you, staring at you, and that's probably why you left the phone.
Anyway, don't mind my hijab. It's totally messy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. That Alfredo was awesome. Definitely. And Salah doesn't like Alfredo, and it's a little too rich for him right now, so I just make him plain macaroni with a bit of tomato and salt and pepper and a little bit of butter.
Ew.
You know, like the traditional tomato and macaroni.
That's traditional
Not
with
fresh
nobody.
tomatoes,
I don't even know what that
tin
is.
tomatoes work best for that anyway. Anyways, guys, I guess that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I actually think that recipe, I remember it from Honey Boo Boo. I think that's Mama June's recipe for sketty. It's ketchup and butter. And I remember, I think it was on the Wendy Williams show. Mama June was on there and made that recipe, and Wendy said it tastes like the sauce from Chef Boyardee. Anyways, I'm not recreating that. If you're diabetic or you have health issues, do not make this recipe that Chantal made. Not a good recipe. But anyways, that's all I have to say about this one. And like I said, I kept apologizing throughout the video for saying God. You know, it's a habit for me, and I apologize to anybody if I offended you or any kind of way. I'm trying to get better at it. So we'll see how far I can go with that. But everybody have a great night, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.